Once upon a time, there were two friends named Tim and Sarah. They were very excited because they were going to the zoo for the first time. Tim and Sarah packed some snacks like sandwiches and fruits in their bags. They also brought water bottles to drink because they knew they would get thirsty. When Tim and Sarah arrived at the zoo, they saw a big sign that said, "Welcome to the zoo." They both smiled and felt happy to be there. They walked through the entrance gate and saw lots of people and families. The first animal they saw was a big elephant. The elephant had long, gray ears and a long nose called a trunk. Tim and Sarah watched as the elephant sprayed water from its trunk. They thought it was funny and laughed. The elephant also waved its ears, which made Tim and Sarah giggle even more. Next, they walked to the giraffe area. They saw a tall giraffe eating leaves from a tall tree. The giraffe had a very long neck, and Tim and Sarah looked up at it in amazement. They wondered how the giraffe could reach the leaves so high up. As they walked around the zoo, they saw monkeys swinging from tree to tree and playing with each other. Tim and Sarah laughed and clapped as they watched the monkeys chase each other around. They liked seeing how playful the monkeys were. They also saw lions resting in the sun. The lions were big and had golden fur. Tim and Sarah felt a little scared, but also excited to see the lions up close. They watched as the lions yawned and stretched, showing their sharp teeth. In the bird area, they saw colorful parrots flying around and squawking loudly. Tim and Sarah admired the bright feathers of the parrots and tried to guess what colors they were. They liked how the parrots looked like rainbows flying in the sky. Near the end of their visit, they went to the reptile house. They saw snakes slithering in their tanks and turtles swimming in a pool. Tim and Sarah watched as a crocodile opened its mouth wide to show its sharp teeth. They were glad there was glass between them and the crocodile. After exploring the zoo for a long time, Tim and Sarah felt tired but happy. They had seen so many amazing animals and had so much fun together. They decided to sit on a bench near the exit and eat their snacks. As they ate, Tim and Sarah talked about their favorite animals. They laughed as they remembered the playful monkeys and the funny elephant. They also talked about how big and strong the lions looked. When they finished their snacks, Tim and Sarah stood up and said goodbye to the animals. They promised to come back to the zoo again soon and waved as they walked out of the zoo gates. Tim and Sarah's day at the zoo was over, but they would always remember the fun they had and the amazing animals they saw. The end.